Hi, I'm Ellen, a soon-to-be third-year PPE student at Jesus College. Today, I'm talking about academic life as part of a series about student life at Oxford. Of course, studying is an important part of going to any university, but Oxford students may be less preoccupied with it than you'd think. In this video, I'll talk about what studying at Oxford really involves. People often think Oxford students study all the time. That's not true, but we are here to do degrees, which takes up a good proportion of our time. As a guide, Oxford students shouldn't generally be working for more than 40 hours a week. That's the same as a full-time job. That time is split up in different ways. Some things happen at specific times and might be compulsory to attend, such as tutorials, classes, labs, seminars, and lectures. As a rule, STEM students tend to do these things as a higher proportion of their overall work. Then there are things that you need to do yourself and can do whenever you want before a certain deadline, such as reading, doing homework for labs and classes, revising and consolidating things you've learned, writing essays, and doing problem sheets. Humanities students usually do more of these, so our work schedule is more flexible. Generally, though, students are pretty free to organise their own schedules. You might want to not work at all on a certain day, or in the mornings, or you might need your schedule to be flexible around your commitments. You can work whenever suits you, so long as you do it. Oxford students often say that at Oxford, you can either get a first, a blue, or a spouse. A blue is just an athletic award. This isn't literally true, and getting at least 2 of the 3 is pretty achievable if you want them. But the idea is that you can't do everything. If you don't want to burn out, you should only devote yourself to a couple of things and casually participate in maybe a few more, which is good advice for life in general. Trying to juggle getting the best class of degree, getting really good at a sport, being high up in a couple of societies, being really popular, being involved in the JCR, and keeping up a serious relationship seems exhausting if it's even possible. You need to know your own limits and how to prioritise what you want out of your degree, and if you can do that, you can get the most out of university life with a good work-life balance. The other important thing to note about life at Oxford is that terms are only 8 weeks long, so the 40-hour rule applies for less than half the year. You might have to do a bit of work when you're on holiday, but this is likely to mainly be revision. That time is there to do whatever you want. Go home to live with your family, work, travel, or just spend time in Oxford with your friends there. So, what kind of places can you actually go to during your study time? There are lots of options around Oxford, and where you study is up to personal taste. If you want to work alone and in silence, or just can't be bothered to go outside, the desk in your room can be a great study space. It's a great option for the less organised, as if you lose something, you know it has to be in that room. Although, if you're anything like me, you might still find it near impossible to find. It's often nice to invite friends over, whether or not they're studying your course, and some more relaxed study time on your own turf too. The Bodleian Library is a collection of 27 libraries across Oxford, not including the college libraries. With all of that choice, if you want to study at a library, then you're bound to find one you like. Many are beautiful places to study which really capture a certain aesthetic that allows you to feel like a proper Oxford student when you're studying. The Bodleian libraries are usually places for quiet study, while college libraries might have some areas that are a bit more relaxed and not allow for a bit of noise. These are the main choices of places to study, but where you go is up to you. Some people like to go to study in the common room for a more relaxed session or sit in a coffee shop to work. Gardens, quads, and parks can often be nice in the summer, although they're not great if you're using a laptop. The way that you work can be adapted to suit you. Of course, all of this studying leads up to exams. There are 3 types of exams at Oxford: collections, prelims, and finals. Collections are similar to the mock exams you do at school, and are just there to give you an idea of your progress and make sure that you understand the content from the last term. Usually, the worst thing that happens if you fail them is that your tutor asks you to take the test again, after looking over gaps in your understanding. They usually happen the week before term starts, so you have at least 5 weeks of holiday to revise, although it shouldn't take anywhere near that long to do. Prelims are exams that students do at the end of their first year. They are proper exams, but they don't count towards your degree. You just have to pass to get into your second year, and you get 2 chances. You can become a scholar and get a special gown and free food if you do really well, but if you don't, then it doesn't really matter. This is quite a good system, as it means you can't just coast by during the start of your degree and expect to catch up later, but you don't have to do final exams before you're ready. Finals are exams that count towards your degree. Finals aren't just done at the end of your degree, and although some courses are like that, others have them in second and third year, even when this isn't the last year of their course. Courses tend to be mainly exam-based, but many will have a required dissertation or thesis, or the option to do one, where you might need to do some lab work, a presentation, or an extended essay that counts. The most important thing is that normal essays and problem sheets don't count at all, so you have that space to relax and learn from your mistakes before the final exams. So, it seems that although Oxfordshires do spend time working hard, they have time to play hard too. Work and exams are an important part of doing a university degree, but they shouldn't take over your life. In the next video in this series, I'll be talking about all the fun activities at Oxford, apart from your degree, because if you're studying something you love, that's fun too. If you don't want to watch that, there are lots of videos in the Jesus College channel about other aspects of Oxford life. Bye for now.